Oh, are we starting? Am I late to class? Here we go. All right. Looks like we are live. And to be honest, I don't know what's worse. The fact that I get up at 3:30 in the morning and broadcast live in a Macho Man Randy Savage shirt, or the fact that people actually listen to me and take me seriously. At times, I don't know. Anyway, morning, everyone. It's Monday. It's 4:11. I'm Rob Garcia, the Warrior Strategist, and I'm going to take you down a wondrous journey. It's funny. I spent my Sunday drinking gin and bar hopping, and it was spectacular. San Diego is such a weird microcosm. It feels like there are either 6 events happening that I'm invited to all at the same time, or that I cannot get someone to hang out with me to save my life. And yesterday was that type of day. I probably texted 10 people trying to find someone to hang out with. I was so freaking bored. Anyway, that's okay. Just going to adjust lighting. Okay. So, waiting for the gym to open up. Got about a little under an hour. But before then, I want to go live and just talk about 5 important business questions that you should ask that will help you to grow and scale. Not enough people do business strategy. They don't think about it. They don't think about planning out stuff, and they should. They should have an income stream, like an income goal for the month. You know, today's the 2nd, so we just started June. We're almost done with second quarter, 2025. You should be thinking about this stuff. You should be planning. And right now is a crucial point where the coffee and the gin that are percolating in my body are like fighting for dominance, but the coffee will win. It always wins. And what's funny is sometimes I'll go back at the end of the day and I'll watch a live or I'll watch a video that I made at 4 a.m. and I'm like, dude, you were a lunatic. And I just laugh. I look back and I'm like, my God, you were like a different person then. It's almost like time travel. All right. So let's get to it. If you're watching, feel free to throw me a comment, say hello. Jared Ledbetter, of course. What's going on? So let's see what's going on lately. First of all, new issue of Shift Advanced Life Design is being created. You can still read this amazing version with Brian Big Country Conwell, who just came home with 2 silvers from Arizona. And you can read it free at shiftlifedesign.com. We're talking about redoing the website, doing a couple of new fun things. The interns had some really good creative ideas, and we're going to run with them because they're pretty awesome creatively. And I like to listen to my interns because they know what's going on with the kids, keeping me current. All right. The 5 most important questions. So the first thing is, are you doing strategy sessions? And strategy sessions can be as complicated or as simple as you want them to be, but they are vital because you don't have to think on the fly. You can just give yourself a series of goals. You can give yourself income and productivity goals. You can plot out like creative ideas, new sales leads, check your warm leads list, who you have to contact, all this stuff. Strategy sessions are vital. I do one every Sunday or Monday. Usually they're a little bit gin infused. And what's really funny is I'll go out bar hopping and I'll take like graph paper and a pen, and I'll come home and have some of the best business notes and ideas that I've ever had. And it's crucial that people start thinking ahead of time, right? Don't just get up and hope your business is going to run well this week. You have to pre-plan. You have to like forecast. You have to think, okay, what do I want to happen like in a month, in a year? Where do I want to be in 2026? Strategy is very, very important. Okay. And it doesn't have to be complicated. You can get a lot of strategy done. Graph paper and a pen. That's it. It doesn't have to be crazy. Question number 2, software. This is Jared's wheelhouse. Are you using software that augments and helps your business? There's so much out there that you can use in order to upgrade your business model. I subscribe to a lot of them. There goes Jared right there. Get Google Keep for notes, or you can use ClickUp mobile app. Yeah, awesome. Exactly. Here's some of the software that I use. Some of it's a little older, but gets the job done. So I use MailChimp for managing my email list and for making landing pages, believe it or not. MailChimp kicked me out a really nice sale page for Tactical CEQ, which was incredible because I didn't even think about using it for that. You can put your pay buttons on it and nice pictures of you, blah, blah. Next, I use Hello Woofy for automating my social media. I'm really slipping on this one. I need to get back into it. But Hello Woofy can be used to pre-populate your social media and have it going out 24/7 across multiple platforms. It can go to Pinterest, it can go to LinkedIn, it can go to your Facebook business pages. It's a very useful piece of software. And I think I paid like $99 for a year. It's a great product, and the customer service, spectacular. Next, you got Gemini AI. So if you want to use Google's Gemini, I use it for image generation. It's a text-based prompt, and you just type in like, hey, make me a picture of me marrying Ariana Grande in an Iron Man suit. And it'll kick you out, whatever you put in. But I also use ChatGPT, the old standard. AI is still not nearly as embraced as it should be by business owners and veterans. If you're a business owner, and you haven't adopted AI or started looking into it, or you think it's like too techy, you're already behind the curve. So I'm 48, and AI has changed the game in a lot of ways that have been very useful. Besides just generating Facebook posts, I mean, it's good at that, but I use it to talk to me like Tony Stark and give me business advice. I use it to make like fitness plans. Yesterday, I used it to figure out a way to craft legislature for veterans. Okay. It's pretty awesome. And it can make people smarter than they've ever been in their life. And it astounds me how many veterans are still like kind of living in the Stone Age and not embracing AI. It's such an incredible tool. Okay. I use eJunkie to sell my ebooks and courses. eJunkie auto delivers PDFs. That's what it serves as a function for. And it's very useful because once you apply creativity to eJunkie, it's like $10 a month. Once you apply creativity to eJunkie, you start to realize, oh, if I can sell a PDF through a landing page, I can sell a workshop with a future Zoom link on that PDF. Now I can sell like workshop seats. Now I can sell consulting calls. Now I can, do more. I can slap 4 videos with Dropbox links or YouTube links onto a PDF, and that's a course. So get creative with eJunkie and get those income streams going, guys. My God. All right. And then Attractwell. Greg Kilween, one of my favorite Canadians, made Attractwell. It is all-in-one CRM software. It sends out SMS messages. It lets you blog. It has landing page capabilities, but it also keeps the database. And wrong, Jared, wrong. I like where you're going, but you cannot auto-deliver after a sale unless you have some magical trickery. That's why I use eJunkie, auto delivery of PDFs. Unless there's a thank you page with a link or something. I mean, there are workarounds to everything. Dude, don't make me think. It's too early in the morning. So anyway, those are some of the software that I use. Okay. Next question to ask yourself for business is sales strategy. Now, sales come from 4 places. Essentially, they come from ads, like paid ads that you take out. They come from media interviews. Okay. They come from word of mouth from people that have worked with you, and then they come from social media. Those are the 4 main places I've gotten my sales. I mean, you could say like in-person meetups as well. I've closed a couple deals at coffee shops for sure. Actually, I'm going to add that to the list. That's not bad. In-person meetup. See, you guys are teaching me stuff right now. But now that you have those 5 things, how can you increase those? How can you increase the number of sales that are coming through your door? And I mean, all you have to do is tweak all 5 of them. So, paid ads, try some Facebook ads, try and make a cool commercial off Canva, and then, run some ad spend to it. Interviews. My God, it's so easy to get media interviews. Get on the news or pay attention to who's got a podcast and just reach out to them, pitch yourself. Word of mouth. Contact 4 previous customers or clients and ask them to make a little video about you or a recommendation or something. Social media, put out an offer once a week, put out a graphic with an offer. Just, hey, I'm going to give you these 5 things for this cost. I'll sell it to 2 people. And then in-person meeting. Go to the events page on Facebook. Very useful. Click events, and then it can delineate by area and time. So it'll tell you what's going on this week. And that's where you get your in-person meetups, or meetup.com, which is an old favorite. What's up, Ryan Hunt, Michael Peterson? Jared says lead gen, qualify, sale, repeat. So that, that I use something, this is more for like connection, Jared, but you're right. It's kind of a variant. The warrior strategist technique. It sounds like a martial arts, like ninja move. Yeah. Attract, connect, create value times 2, qualify, sell. I've always used that, and I've never had to take out ads or pitch cold leads. There's nothing worse than pitching cold leads. Some people swear by it. Some people are idiots. Cold leads are just, it annoys everybody. It's a great way to get people to block and hate you. I do not mess with cold leads. I don't feel that there's value in it. I like to, only pitch warm leads. I like to make a connection first. It's just gross when you connect with somebody on LinkedIn, like 2 minutes later, hey, do you need software as a service? How's your insurance there, champ? It's like, oh God, can we at least like get coffee first or talk, or I don't know, play video games or something before you start trying to sell me homeowners insurance? All right. The next question you need to ask for business. This has been a demented live, and I'm loving every second of it. I think I'm still drunk, and this is why I'm a professional, why people love working with me. Okay. Do you have some kind of group collaboration? And so if you're a business owner, do you meet up with somebody like once a week? So for example, if you're a veteran, there's Warrior Council every Thursday at 8:30 a.m. A bunch of veteran business owners get together and we talk about business and strategies and how we're doing. It's like a support group for vets. It's pretty awesome. You need some kind of collaboration or some kind of group that you meet with at least once a week. You just do. You need outside ideas. You need people kind of in the same situation as you, other business owners, other entrepreneurs, or just creatives. But if you're just lone wolfing it, you're messing up. You need inputs from other people. I'm just saying, this is why I love having interns, because they creatively guide me. They're really funny and they keep me in a good mood, but I also have to pay their bar tabs and take them to lunch. That part's not fun. But the social aspect of it, I love. Anyway, get a group. Commit to Warrior Council. Commit to, make your own mastermind. I mean, you guys know every Tuesday I have the craziest group call ever. And it's like 12 to 15 people. Now that I moved it later in the day, I'm usually showing up with a cocktail. I look forward to it though. It's awesome. Doug Barry shows up. He's going to tell us about Jasper the Rabbit. Gunn shows up just talking shit and talking about finance. And it's just a good time. But you guys need these groups. You guys need collaboration. It's outside forces and outside perspectives are really, really good for your business if the person knows what they're talking about. You don't want somebody, hey, what's up, Jason? You don't want somebody that is not in your wheelhouse. You don't want like that judgmental relative giving you business advice. You don't want people that are not in alignment or that are negative all the time, giving you that advice. So I strongly suggest you guys get some type of a business group. And then number 5 questions to ask: do you have a growth strategy for your business? And this is where a lot of people come up short, especially veteran business owners. A growth strategy means, okay, if I'm making $20,000 this year at my business, let's say I just started year 1, year 2, whatever. How do I get to 40,000? How do I get to 50? I've worked with Kate Monroe for a while, and she's the founder and CEO of a 8-figure company. And her and I have some of the most fascinating talks about what's required for 6 figures versus what's required for 7 figures and 8 figures and beyond. Her and I have a plan for a 9-figure company, and we're going to do it. I don't even have doubts. But the point is, scale at different levels requires different skill sets, and it requires different actions by the founder, the CEO, the owner, or whatever you want to call it. And even a different mindset. Okay. Because even getting up to 6 figures, getting any business, that's the hardest part of the mountain. And this is why. Because you have to create all your systems and processes and your foundations from nothing, from air. Okay. And as you're getting there, you're constantly tweaking, adjusting, and you're doing a lot of the grunt work. Okay. So you're like an E3, or I would say an E4. But as you get closer to 6 figures, now you start having a little money come in, and now you can reinvest in your business. And you can invest in a virtual assistant. You can invest in automation software. You can invest in, a membership group somewhere, whatever. But the point is, after you hit 6 figures, now you've got a little bit more of a budget. And it's time to start tweaking your systems. And it's time to start growing the team. And it's time to start getting a few experts in there. Okay. Because going from 6 figures to, 500,000 or to $1 million. Now you're really looking at infrastructure and processes and systems, and you have to understand like the foundations of a business. You have to understand your sales, your marketing, your tax strategy, the HR stuff. The things I've learned in 2025 have been mind blowing. I'm doing payroll now. I'm doing insurance stuff. I'm doing, filing old tax years, like shit like that. And it's good. I love it. It's made me smarter from a business perspective, which has been great, but I had to change and I had to evolve and I had to grow and stop putting stuff off. And, and I've said this since day one, veterans that are watching this, you can't just do the things you like to do in business. Okay. Guilty. You have to do the foundational stuff. Okay, so I know that payroll and taxes sound boring as shit. Guess what? I hired a CPA and I hired a bookkeeper, Tactical Penny, Mary Hubbard, shout out. And it's made everything so smooth. If I can delegate things to my vice president of operations, Krista, I do it. The less grunt work Rob is doing, the more time Rob can be an 07. And that's the way I look at it. But like I said, growth strategy comes from understanding what point of the business you're at and what the next level is. And Jared's right. Too many people start, and God, I'm going to say it, but too many veterans start nonprofits without knowing how to run a nonprofit, without knowing how to run a business, and wonder why they're flailing and begging for money. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm taking shots at veterans, but I deal with so many of them and they constantly make the same mistakes. And anytime they come to me, I can usually spot it pretty quick. They either have really bad branding or they refuse to listen to anyone else. Like they're stubborn. And the ones that are doing particularly bad have poverty mindsets, period. Dot. They don't reinvest in their business. They don't ever hire experts. They don't ever do self-development. They think everyone's out to rip them off, and they tightly hold on to every nickel they have. That's not a growth strategy. That's just you being cheap. And the veterans that actually let money flow attract sales. And once you realize that money's energy, yeah, I'm going to sound like I'm spouting Prince lyrics here in a minute. But once you realize that money is energy and you learn to flow and stop worrying about what's going to happen, you'll attract more. And once I up-leveled my own poverty mindset from growing up poor, it opened up a ton of opportunities and money started flowing in all kinds of directions. So anyway, and that's a whole nother topic. One of these days I'll do a live on destroying your poverty mindset, how to up-level. But growth strategies. What takes you to 6, and we're talking figures, won't take you to 7, won't take you to 8. You have to grow. A business only runs as well as the CEO, period, dot, or the business owner or the entrepreneur, whoever founded it. And if your mindset is stuck at 6 figures, then your business is never going to hit 7 figures. In order for me to grow, I read books, I learned certain skill sets, I expanded the team, I raised my prices, and I really put more thought into my branding and what I'm doing to get aggressive sales. All of these things go back to my own growth and scale plan. My goal this year is $250,000. Sometimes I have doubts. Other times I'm like, dude, you're going to do it. You're going to crush it. You're going to make 400,000. And, I am throwing a little spaghetti at the wall this year, but I'm also taking on more clients. I'm doing a lot more expansion. I'm doing a lot of cool shit. I'm really happy, actually, despite being up at 4:30 in the morning. All right. Those are the 5 questions. I'm going to do my summary, but before we get started, are you a hot sauce fan? And why do you not have Bad Boy hot sauce in your kitchen right now? Just ask yourself. Bad Boy hot sauce, 3 flavors, created by Sean Keenan, Bold and the Beautiful's Deacon Sharp. This is Mango Madness. This goes particularly well with fish and chicken. It is tangy and spicy. Badboyeats.com. Then you got Cobra Venom. Our new intern, Cameron, tried this on steak, and she was very confident for about 60 seconds. And then she got the burn. Cobra Venom, no joke. This is rated 10 out of 10. It's got Carolina Reapers. And at first, it's very unsuspecting. First, you just have flavor. And you're like, oh, this is pretty good. And then it just starts torching your mouth and your lips. It's incredible. Cameron was chugging water. She was not a fan afterwards. We almost lost an intern that day. And we have Red Pepper Punch. This is the mellow one. This is rated 4 out of 10. Red Pepper Punch, exceptionally good for like various meats and chili. I've done this in chili. I've done this on eggs. Red Pepper Punch is very, very good. Anyway, if you're a hot sauce fan, you want something to spice up the kitchen a little bit, check out Bad Boy. You can get this hot sauce at badboyeats.com. Sean Keenan does a ton for the veteran community. Really nice guy to work with. And I will always support his ventures. I love this product. All right. Going to go over the questions real quick, and then I will dismiss the class, and I'm going to hit the gym. So the 5 questions to ask yourself in business. Are you doing strategy sessions every week? Do you have the right software for your business? Do you have a sales strategy that's constantly growing, keeping you the lifeblood, which is sales, flowing through your business? Excuse me. Do you collaborate with a group of business owners in like a mastermind type situation, or have a group you can meet up with to talk to? And do you have a growth strategy that talks about future growth, future planning, higher income? So those are my 5 questions. I'm going to hit the gym in a Macho Man Randy Savage t-shirt because why wouldn't I? Hope you guys have an amazing Monday. Thanks for checking this out. I almost hit half an hour today. This is Rob Garcia, the Warrior Strategist. This is the AM edition. And as always, stay famous. We'll see you next time.